I didn't fly the coop like I said I would. This is the second recording on the same day because we decided that we might as fucking well, because this is important, kids. A nice 20-odd minute recording of
response video.
Hey,
Hey, man, I'm Bend Double 73 cruising the land and parking in that car park with a handbrake.
Well, I just flew in from a Wodonga. No, I'm kidding. My arms aren't that tired. I didn't just fly in. I had a night to rest.
Well, they're not sore yet anyway. Anyway.
It'll be the return trip.
Yeah.
Erudite flew in. We're going to discuss this one. This is the problem. We have Ichigo's Quincy.
Now, this is actually a response
Quincy powers.
Yeah, this is a response video to the video that Tekking101 posted not long ago to do with Ichigo's Quincy powers. Now, he's already gone dang fucked up. He obviously forgot that Ichigo actually used Blood Vein way back in the Soul Society. Albeit that was Zangetsu, or Old Man Zangetsu, who actually initiated that one, not Ichigo.
Wasn't his Hollow Knight though?
No, it was Old Man Zangetsu.
Oh man!
Because Blood Vein not only explosively increases the defensive capabilities, it can stop the bleeding of the user. Or at least for a time period, anyway.
Okay.
Because that's what Old Man Zangetsu did, because he even stated Ichigo when it was towards the end, he said, my time, I've reached the limit of my abilities. But that already hinted then, and I didn't think about it until now.
A second viewing of the video by him, and the first one by me. And
my first viewing, actually. I hadn't seen it till then.
Oh, no bullshit.
No bullshit, because you only said it was posted the fucking morning. Yeah, our time.
Right. Oh, yes, this morning, our time.
Duh!
Hey! I'm physically exhausted. I'm allowed to make mistakes like that.
Bullshit.
Righto.
Yeah, I get it.
Right, I can't.
Anywho, now.
Okay, so.
It gets a little bit juicy, but then again.
Like a nice woman's dirty, eh? Oh, yeah, it's juicy. So the biggest fuck ups were Wait, the first one was he said the first time he used his Quincy powers was point A,
was against Eva when he used Blood Vein to block his sword attack into his throat, which, as I said, is wrong because Ichigo first used Blood Vein when he was fighting Kenpachi back in the Soul Society arc. Although, as I say, I digress that was actually Zangetsu activating it, but it's still a usage because Zangetsu is a reflection of Ichigo. Even though Old Man Zangetsu actually looks like Iova, it's still technically a reflection of Ichigo.
Right,
so you can bite me on that one.
What was the second major fuck up by Tekking?
Oh dear. Let me go side by side here.
I don't even think you can. No, it's recording. It's recording. I wouldn't have expected that shit.
I knew it was recording. Just as soon as this dang thing catches up.
No, I think the biggest fuck up right with that one was it's not pronunciation of some words. It was the fact that he completely forgot that Ichigo has done stuff before the Vandenroger.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that
and Tekking did bugger up again in the video. I'm just gonna find it again, folks. I
mean, I could hypothetically look it up on my tablet, but obviously no. So
I wasn't gonna stop if you were gonna do it.
Oh shit, 56%.
In actual fact, I might be using doing it on this.
Might be easier.
See if this wants to play ball.
I
Anyway.
don't think so. I really don't think. So what was the second one? First one was
just getting to that.
Second one.
God damn it. My YouTube's not responding.
Ugh.
It's playing biatch. Oh, here we go. It might load for us.
So the problem we have to face here is what are we doing? We're telling him he's wrong, or we're telling him he managed to fuck up at least twice.
Well, I know he fucked up at least twice, but I saw in the video anyway. Now, as a long-time bleacher over the years of at least 5 years, he should know these things. I digress that his knowledge from way back when may have waned in the past 5 years, because, you know, how many are ever going to remember that, but I just happen to be one of those who does remember it, so that's just me, folks. I'm not saying
Here it
everyone's
is.
going to forget it.
Oh wow, that's loud. Incorrect.
Yeah, because Tekking was wrong when he said Ichigo used them once. He's used them more than once.
Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. We gotta wait for it to find where the hell you managed to find
Yeah. Yeah, and this is getting interesting, folks. Finding this point. Jeez, die quietly.
No.
Ah, yes, now I remember. Ivy Tekking mentioned that Ishin, Zanpakuto, and Getsu was a fire type. It has never been confirmed as a fire type, despite its release command being Moero, or Burn. And yet its Getsuga Tensho seemingly is a more fire elemental compared to Ichigo's. But as I say, it was never directly confirmed as a fire type.
Or denied.
Well, Ishin's never said either way, and neither is Kubo. You can look up the manga images and the anime footage of Ishin using the Getsuga Tensho, and of course the manga of him releasing his Zanpakuto, which we only see in this arc, in a flashback, but in those, it's not clear if, at all, it is a fire type. Only its release command hints at being Moero, or Burn.
So that's a major thing right there. Is the second fuck up is he's gone and said that something. Problem right there is you need to do the research. That's the first thing that a lot of people aren't doing this. Especially in today's, fast paced, let's do a tiny little bit of research, do, nice, short, quick, get it over and done with. That's wrong. You don't do that, right? You want information to be correct, so you digress into the information. You go looking for the information, and you make sure the information you have is correct. So right now, I can guarantee you that Ishin's son and Getsu wouldn't be fire. It'd be something like light. I could turn around and say it's gonna be light, or whatever they've got it as. It's not gonna be fire.
Because remembering the fact that Getsuga Tensho translated to English, and this is using from the anime from what Byakuya said when he fought Ichigo, was Piercer of Heaven. Now, Heaven generally is thought of alongside light. So
yeah, that's what I find quite interesting.
And again, there's another reference to that is the translation of Quincy, which is Monk of Destruction, which is its literal translation.
So,
and monks are generally religious, therefore pertaining back to light. But the counterintuitive to that is to actually what Quincy's do to Harlows. They completely exterminate them, hence the destruction.
I just realized how what's the word? How far in advance Kubo fucking he already had this in his mind for the Vandenreich. Oh my god, I just figured it, guys! Woohoo! Quincy, Monk of Destruction, Vandenreich, you devout followers of God or Jesus.
Well,
like straight off the bat, oh, Monk of Destruction, Monk.
Wow. Way to foreshadow there, Kubo.
That is a foreshadowing that nobody's gonna have thought of.
Now, speaking of foreshadowing, watching the end of the video by Tekking, I had a thought as to where Kubo might take this. Now, And
Make
this was
it quick, man, because we
I'm-
got 10 minutes to get this
Yes,
foreshadowing
I
thought.
know. I know. Now, back when Urahara fought Naskin Aklevar. This was it. Askin with an A, not an N. That was my bad. Askin Naklavar. Anyway, when Kisuke was fighting him, and we probably already knew this beforehand, but when an Arankai uses Resurrection, their Ryatsu becomes pure hollow Ryatsu, and we get, I think it was revealed earlier on, forget whether it was this arc or before, I know it's at least revealed in this arc, if not prior, that hollow Ryatsu is actually a poison to Quincy's.
Previous arc.
Would have been before.
It was before the fake Kurokiara town.
Karakura.
I can't even say it, alright?
I'm
Like,
not fucking surprised. Fake
Don't be a smartass about that one. I just
fake
can't.
Karakura town.
It's going to escape me, that's all. It's before that. I think it's in
Which is part of the
entering Hueco Mundo arc.
Which is part of the reason why Quincy's had to fully exterminate Hollow, soul and all, whereas Soul Reaper's purify. But based on that, with Ichigo being a Quincy, plus he's got Hollow powers which are melded with his Shinigami power in Zangetsu. What if we see Ichigo take on a more hollowified state similar to that of his Vasto, or what people have been calling the Vasto Lorde state that he took against Ulquiorra? Or his Bankai is a more hollowified version of his Shinigami powers.
Anything's possible because.
But on the same token, because he's got Soul Reaper powers, he can still utilize the Quincy abilities at a much higher level. Which is my feeling that you'll activate like Bankai be a hollow type form with hollow Ryatsu, but be able to use Shinigami and
that'll
Quincy.
work out really well because that would make the fight against Eva
Even.
oh so much more fucking awesome.
That and will make it much more even considering Eva is, as Tekking stated in the video, and multiple people have a god.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's pretty much the only crap. Wrong move.
I'll just quickly scroll back through the video, make sure we haven't missed anything. And on another fuck up, I just noticed scrolling through, Tekking mentioned that Ishin, I think, if I got it right, taught Ichigo the final Getsuga. Wrong! The only one that can teach the Soul Reaper new techniques is the Zanpakuto spirit. You should know that from when Ichigo told you Bankai Tekking. Because old man Zangetsu taught him the Getsuga Tensho.
So that's another fuck up.
Oh yeah.
That's the fuck up right there. It's more fire based. No,
Hell no!
Don't make the fucking assumption just because of the naming of it. We've already seen this multiple fucking times in other animes and video games and all so much shit.
And I stated back in the earlier video that Tekking fucked up with Engetsu. The only fire-related thing we have for Engetsu, release command, which is Moero, burn. That's it. Nothing else.
Anything else on that? I don't care about that. That's... So, he comes across this area of jail, and the only way that he gets out is because of the Quincy powers.
He'll get... Oh, wait. Did that actually freeze me? Now, just heard that Tekking said that Ichigo's blood vein wasn't very powerful. Now, I don't think he clarified it, but I think the reason for that was because Ichigo didn't have his true powers. So now we see in fight with Eva, should he use it, it'll be on a much higher level anyway. God damn it, die quietly.
No!
Anyway, as I say, the fight there should be on a much more even killer if Ichigo decides to use some of his Quincy abilities, and I'm assuming and that's something I haven't seen some people touch on, and I'll touch on that now. But I'll just finish what I was saying first. So hopefully Ichigo used some Quincy abilities like Blood Vein and Blood Artery. Now, there are two types of Quincy. Echt and gemischt.
Now you confuse me.
Echt Quincy are pure bloods like Ryuken, Uryu's father, Ilva, the Stern Rita. They're all echt or pure blood Quincy's. The gemischt or impure, like Uryu's mother, and that's why technically Uryu himself, because he's a mixture of pure and mixed blood. Now the thing is, the pure blood Quincy's have immediate access to blood, both vein and artery, but the impure don't. They have to train to obtain it. And because Ichigo's mother was a pure blood Quincy, he automatically had the access to it, but these Quincy powers were never awoken, as is revealed to the final arc. Yet we see him use Blood Vein way earlier on against Kenpachi, albeit Old Man Zangetsu activating it. However, it's still a use. So, that clarifies that a bit. And just on a further, they're checking saying he subconsciously activated Blood Vein. You don't subconsciously activate blood. For God's sake. Think about Masaki. She consciously activated it against White. That hollow she was fighting alongside Ishin. Blood is not subconsciously activated. And the only exception to that is Old Man Zangetsu against when him and Ichigo fighting Kenpachi. That was to keep Ichigo fighting and give him more power, basically. But, outside of that, it is consciously activated because it forces Reishi into the bloodstream. And can only be done by being conscious, or should I say, consciously thinking of doing it, because you wouldn't really make any remark to it, it just happened. But it's still a conscious thought, not autonomous like a heartbeat. And again, and just on a further note, just go a bit further in the video, Tekking said that the Royal Guard wouldn't have any, or more likely would not have knowledge of the Quincy abilities. That I doubt. They would know all about the Quincy's, and so would the Soul King. I say that because I suspect for those captains there taking Kiryu Hikifune out, more than likely, probably would be the only one I could take out. I'm guessing that they would have been involved in the Quincy invasion 1,000 years prior to the story. So they would know about the Quincy's and their techniques, and they can observe pretty much everything from in the palace, so I'd find it hard to believe they wouldn't know about it. I mean, come on. They can see pretty much everything going on from up there. Oh, on that, we actually never see Ichigo's training in the palace, so yeah, as I say, more likely they probably know about them, so we could, to a degree, assume that they know how to use them, but can't use them themselves. They know the basics behind the technique, is what I'm saying, really.
So that's all over.
Pretty much now, just in the last bit, Tekking said that Old Man Zangetsu would have taught Ichigo some Quincy techniques. Now, of that I have no doubt, because, well, he's the Quincy half, so, and as a spirit, like as on Plateau, I'd imagine his role would be to teach and guide Ichigo, so. Anyway, like and subscribe, leave comments down below, do your usual things. If there's anything you think we've screwed up on, whatever, we'll have a look. see what we can do about it. Maybe do another video.
Not give a fuck.
Typically you. Anyway, I can't think of anything other than that. And yeah, I shall smoke up them tires or burn that rubber on out of here, folks.
Well, I suppose I'm on the same thought here, because Quincy is just like, well, I don't care how it goes, because I'm just waiting. So I'm going to fly out of here, and,
Oh, yes, I forgot one thing. Quickly.
very
When
quick
Ichigo travels between Waco Mundo and the world of the living, the reishi path that he makes is very unstable and flame-like, particularly on the set return trip with Unohana. That's because he has trouble concentrating his reactor when it's so unstable being a mixture, and because it's constantly leaking out of him. But with his Quincy powers, and it's not getting and the royal guys have hopefully told him he had a lot more control now. And it's actually quite evident he does, because it's literally reading off him and forming a physical construct of some sort, probably like his hollow mask. But who's to say? Anyway, I shall smoke up them tires and be burning that rubber out of here, folks. Vandal73 signing out.
Bye bye all.